Good morning everyone, good afternoon. I am Dexter Simanti and now I'll be discussing the circle of fifths. So what is the circle of fifths? The circle of fifths is a diagram that shows the relationship between different keys in music. The keys that include sharps appear on the right side of the circle, while the keys that include flats appear on the left side of the circle. The key of C major, which does not include any sharps or flats, sits at the center. Now here is the circle of fifths. The illustration of the circle of fifths. If you follow the chart clockwise, you'll see that a sharp is added with each key. C major contains no sharps. J major contains no sharps. Also, D major contains two sharps, and so on. Additionally, you may have noticed that the pitches that correspond with each other are perfect fifth, higher than the previous pitch that followed in the circle. The distance between C and G is a perfect fifth. The distance between G and D is a perfect fifth, and so on. This is why the chart is known as the circle of fifths. On the other hand, if you follow the chart counterclockwise, you'll see that a flat is added with each key. C major contains no flats. F major contains one flat, but B major contains two flats, and so on. And that this time, each pitch is a perfect fourth, higher than the last. The distance between C and F is a perfect fourth. The distance between F and B is a perfect fourth, and so on. And now, the circle of fifths with relative minor keys. The circle of fifths can be seamlessly applied to a minor case as well. Each major has a relative minor key, which is key with the same number of sharps, flats. For example, the relative minor key of C major is A minor. Both have no sharps or flats. And the relative minor key of E major is C minor. Both have three flats. The relative minor key is always three semistones below its corresponding major key. Why the circle of fifths is important? As its core, the circle of fifths is a useful tool for beginners who are trying to familiarize themselves with different key signatures. It allows you to easily identify how many sharps or flats are in each and how different keys are related to one another. In fact, diagrams similar to the one above have been included in music theory textbooks since all the way back in the 18th century. And now, since I already discussed the circle of fifths, now the circle of fifths is one of the most commonly referenced topics in music theory.